What's good, guys? Today I'm gonna take you through my setup in the garage as a 16-year-old barber.
Alright, so we're gonna start off with the tools here. So first I got my Babyliss Boost effects, use these for fading, debulking, all around a good clipper. And as you can see here, I switched to the titanium blue MIM blade. I was getting sick of the original blade, so I just had to switch it, and I think it looks pretty good too. Next here we got the Stylecraft Rogue clippers. These are really good. I use these for most of my haircuts. Debulking, fading, they can do it all. Nice and quiet too. Next, we got Babyliss Gold FX. I use these mostly for lining and stuff, but they're also very powerful and they can use them for debulking. So yeah. Here I got my second pair of trimmers. Usually I use these for debulking and stuff because of the powerful motor. It's around 10,000 RPM, I'm pretty sure. These are the Stylecraft Rogue trimmers too. So as you can see, sounds very powerful, Blade's not too sharp, I didn't zero gap it or anything, so good for kids too. And here is the one tool I've never upgraded. The foil shaver. This is the Andis foil shaver. It's pretty good, never had a need to upgrade it, so I'm just gonna keep it until I need to get another one. I only really use 6 guards. I got this wall half guard right here. I started off with the Babyliss half guard and I just found that I preferred this wall one more. And then I also have the Babyliss one guard, and then I have the Stylecraft one guard. Sometimes I like to switch it up. They cut a bit different, so yeah. Then I have the 1.5 guard, After the 2 guard, you kind of really don't need to use guards. You kind of just have to use clipper over comb here. Here's my razor I got. Took $13 on Amazon, pretty cheap. Just holds the razors pretty well. And I got my shears here. These are also from Amazon. I think they're around $50. But yeah, they're pretty sharp. Right here, I got my enhancement gun. You would fill it up here with the enhancement liquid, and then right here is the air compressor. So I'll turn it up this way, and then you kind of just fill it up, and then you just spray, just like that. Next, we got like all my sprays and stuff. So I'm gonna start off. I have these 2 water bottles, continuous spray bottles, pretty good. Next, I got this Clubman aftershave. I use it after every lineup, every haircut I use with the razor, Smells good, keeps the clients fresh, keeps the clients clean. So I got this hairspray. I usually use it for lineup prep and stuff. It's pretty good. And then here's the Clubman powder. This is for when, like, after the haircuts, you want to dust off the clients. It's good for taking away moisture and all that stuff. Got some alcohol here, 99%. And I have this clipper side spray, and then I also have this Andis Cool Care. I honestly like the Cool Care more, but when I ran out, I just had to get these, so yeah. And over here is my Barber jar, disinfect all your tools, like your guards, shears, clips, combs, all that stuff. And yeah, those are all my sprays and bottles and stuff. Next, I got this like little shelf thing here. It's just good to keep everything organized, so I'm gonna start up from bottom to top. Bottom is where I keep all my other guards that I don't really use that much. So I got razors, pencils, feather razor, all that stuff. Here, this drawer I have all my clips. And this is where I keep all my extra combs, another clipper comb, cutting comb, all that stuff. And here, I usually have my enhancement cards here. Thinning shears are here too. Good to use for when you're blending into bulk and stuff. And I also got a pick there, so yeah. Next, I got this mirror. Good for when the clients when I see the back. And then obviously I got my Sanic neck strips. Up here I have all my hair products, and I also have this clipper oil right there. So I'm gonna start off. This is an enhancements I have. I made it some hair dye and alcohol. Got the Fix Professional molding clay, and then I have another clay here. Got some curl cream, some more curl cream over here, and then I also have a mousse for the hair. Oh shit. Another enhancements is dark brown, and then I also got some sea salt spray. And then I also have some texture powder. So right here are my 2 capes. I have this JRL cape right here. Pretty good. I'd say it's probably better than the red cape. Then here I have this red Babe cape, Used this for a while until I got the new JRL cape, and yeah, stood me well. Lasted long, so yeah, pretty good.
So that concludes our video about my setup. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to see in the setup. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.